Hey Bubbles, it's Pigeonbutt. Today, I did want to talk about Uzumaki, the anime that recently have been released on HBO Max. And the third episode was released yesterday, and after the stream when I was doing the Ghost of Tsushima, me and my girlfriend sat down and watched it. And boy, it wasn't really great. First of all, I kind of want to just point out, like before anything, that just started reading Uzumaki the manga, and I got to the fourth chapter, I think it was. The chapter for the firing effect was the last one I read. So I think this is gonna be pretty fitting to the part of the episode. But like, let's put it back a little bit. So this anime have been people have been really excited about it because they've been trying to do adaptation out of Junji Ito's manga before, but they never really hit it. I haven't watched. There's supposed to be like two animes out of Junji Ito's of his work. One I haven't seen, the other one is on Netflix, which both of me and my girlfriend watched, which had some episodes that were some stories that was good and some that was not as good. And a lot of people were pretty negative to both of the shows. I personally felt like some of the stories was good, but otherwise I didn't really feel I had much more to say. And apparently they have made like a bunch of like movie adaptations too, which I haven't seen any of them, so I don't really have any point of view to like mention anything on that. But people have been really excited. Like they did a little teaser like a while back, and they also kind of announced they were gonna stick with some type of like manga art direction to it too, so they will like, continue having it like in black and white. And the teasers looked really good. And the first episode was really well produced. And like just to point it out already now, because I'm gonna get this eventually. And once again, I haven't read the whole manga yet, but they try. So in the beginning, they try to like put a bunch of the things that happens, like even things that haven't really gotten into the manga yet, to like align with everything that happens, just to put a little bit like how can we make this like have a little bit more action, and meanwhile do get so much as possible, as much as possible into like 4 episodes, and it worked really well. The two first episodes, some parts that I haven't been able to like that haven't gotten into the manga yet, but it seems to like work pretty well in the show. Already the second episode, they did get a production drop in their quality, which is kind of sad. There was an apparently, here is something from IGN Nordic. Uzumaki producer comments on the dip in animation quality in Sense deleted post. We were screwed over. So apparently something happened. I'm not sure what. I haven't really read a lot of this, so let's check this out. This is Fort Early. I'm probably gonna butcher this name completely. But they said, it's fine. We knew this will happen. I can talk about what went down, but we were screwed over and the options were A, not to finish and air nothing and call it a loss. B, just finish and air up episode 1 and leave it incomplete. Or C, run all 4, warts and all, out of respect for the hard work we should see. After allowing so long, it makes sense people will be mad. Unfortunately, I can tell them who to blame it on, but someone is definitely at fault here. We all just had to do our best when things imploded. Maybe other will have made different choices. We did the best we could do with what we had. But again, a lot of people worked on very hard on the show, and I didn't think the actions of just 1 or 2 people should be the reason it never saw the light of day. Maybe it's the wrong choice. I truly don't know, but the people have a right to be annoyed and disappointed. I'm glad you're digging it. So this show had been planned to do. They've been working on this for a long while. I just kind of like recently got into Junji Ito's work personally. I already read one of his books completely all yet, and it's one of those like selected stories compilations, the Shiver one. And then I watched the Netflix anime, of course. I haven't like touched too much of his work yet, but so far I've been really enjoying. So I was really excited for this one because I've been wanting to like see more like crazy anime. I really like I also like just a couple of years ago just really got more into anime. So I was kind of excited. It looked really dope. So obviously the production dropped a lot on the second episode. It was notable, but it didn't really mind me. Obviously, I felt like the first episode was probably the best so far. But story-wise, the second one really like they did a good job. And now we're gonna get to the third one. So they plan announcing 4 episodes, and now shit is really hitting the fan. So the whole show is about the spiraling, and this is where they're gonna spiral down. The third episode, the huge mistake here. They try to get so much things happening at the same time, but to like just take so less of everything. Some parts doesn't have a beginning, some parts lose an ending, and some parts doesn't even have like the feeling, and it just makes it feels like they want to do homages, but you make homages for people that may not know where the homage is coming from. But also, there's a bigger part of the story, so it's technically not even a homage. You would just see it and go like, what? So one point I wanted to bring up is, okay, what do I have the names? I don't want to fuck this up. I actually did read this like before we saw the episode, so I kind of have a fresh in mind. So this is from the chapter 4, The Fire Effect, where Kiri's is one of the main characters. Kiri's father gets really upset by the flames in the oven because he makes like the sculpture things, making like plates and stuff like that. And apparently he puts in stuff that is like shaped in the way they're supposed to be, and he put them into the oven, and they like becomes other shapes, and they get like really warped and get like spiral. They become like spiral pattern pretty much. And the father is kind of possessed by this. And one night, the daughter, Kiri, goes down to see what's happening. And she gets thrown out. And the voices that are screaming after Shishi, the boyfriend of Kiri, they're screaming after her, and she cannot sleep. And she gets a call from Shishi, her boyfriend, once again, that asking about how you doing, everything. They just talking shit-chatting, talking shit, shooting shit. And then he started hearing this voice calling for him. So he asked, like, what is those yellings? And she goes, oh, nothing. And he goes, there's something. Why are you lying to me, you son of an onion? And she goes, no, it's nothing. Just click, because that's what you do when you like try to like hide things. You got nothing. Anyway, so this is the red thread that gets to that Shuichi will go over to the farthest place, to the craft station, whatever you fuck you call it. I don't know what to call it. His working room where he makes this pottery and all. And he comes there, and that's why he recognizes the voices, and he sees in the oven that will be the spirits, or the spirits of his family. So you have this whole build up to this part. In the anime, they skip it all. So they have the part of the father being kind of like possessed, and he does this kind of like sculptures and plates and all that. And yeah, you get the part, and then Sushichi just run into the house, into the room, and release the spirits without like knowing there was any voices. So like they take too many things at the same time without really like making it work out. So I wonder if this is the way they try to do, just to get so much as possible in. Once again, this is the 3rd episode, and the 4th one apparently is gonna be the last one. But I feel like they put in too much in it. I feel like they can skip out some parts, and just left it at that. And maybe like try to focus on the ones that actually make more sense. And especially, there's also a part when Suchi's mother is going through a whole thing in the hospital to the day she dies in the episode. But they kind of cut it so short, so the whole like dramatic and like the emotions you get for the character, which in the manga they really like take a lot of effort to like it working around, and you like feel bad for her. But they kind of like short it down so much, so you don't get to like see a lot of it. And also, there's so many jumps between all the other things, so you kind of like low-key forget that all that is happening to the mother. So then like just from nowhere she's dead. Well, the main thing that goes to like where she goes to the situation where she's dying just happened out of nowhere. And yeah, it's not really well put together. It's still I still enjoy the show, but I feel like I'm a little bit afraid the last episode is gonna be good. I hope they can put it together. I read somewhere, I'm not 100% sure if this is true, but apparently the producer of the first episode is gonna produce the fourth last episode. So maybe they can make it work together. But I feel like at this moment, it doesn't look good. I was hoping for more. Once again, the first episode was great. The second one, good, even if it drops in quality. Yeah, we can only see what happens. I wasn't even gonna do like a video about it, because once again, not the whole show is not out. I just wanted to do this because like I felt like it's not a good way to do it, and hopefully this is something that will not happen more when, especially like adaptation, because the people are excited. You give it to people what they want. Don't mess around, macaroo. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's much more to say. I will try to continue to get some more time to read the manga. I want to see what it leads to. I'm actually really enjoying the manga. It's really well made. And yeah, we will see what happens. Once again, thank you everybody for watching. Have a good one. Stay awesome and bubbly. And hopefully I catch you all in the next one. Stay cool.